Hey y'all, Farmer Dre back at it. It's another cold day here on the farm. The funny thing is we just had a few days when it was really nice, beautiful. But in today's video, I am becoming a cattle farmer.
Come here, little baby boy. Come here, little baby. Come here, little baby.
So we only have about 10 mama cows here on the farm, and the reason we have them is we just feed them all the leftover produce and all the apple cider stuff that we have left over from, in season whenever we do produce a lot of produce, just all kinds of good stuff, the leftovers and the stuff that goes bad, we just feed them to the cows. And this time of year, it is calving season. I mean, we only have 10 of them, so it's not too many. But the other day, if the first cow, it's actually first time, it's a heifer. She gave birth the other day, and we have to, we like to separate them to give them, we got to feed them a little bit of alfalfa, and separate them from the rest of the herd, kind of, give them a little place where the mama and the baby can kind of, get more nutrition in their body and just kind of keep it going. So here's a baby cow now, and we put some alfalfa in the trough there in the feeder, and it's a little baby Hereford bull that was born the other day. And 3 days ago it was nice and beautiful, but like I said, we live in Missouri and the weather changes how I change my ideas. So it's always changing. So for the next couple of days it's gonna be nice and cold, but after that the weekend's supposed to be nice again. So it's just we put them out here, and in Missouri we don't have that harsh winters, so we don't actually have a coverage where the cows stay because they don't really need them. They acclimate to the weather, so whenever it gets really cold their hide gets a lot thicker, and we don't have to have a coverage. I know the further north you go, the more you have to protect them and all that good stuff, but we're just kind of separating them out, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the rest of the herd. They're eating out of the hay ring there, so it's exciting news. Everybody loves baby animals.
Baby boy, come on. Boy. Such a cute little baby.
So if you guys follow our Instagrams, our dog's Instagrams, you guys know that she had a pup here. And look it's a girl, but her name is Diesel, because my brother Adrian done messed up and thought it was a boy. Thought it was a boy, and now it's a girl. So it's a little cute little fluffy puppy. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we also have 2 milking goats. It's more of my dad's hobby about the goats. He really likes goat milk, and it said it's healthy for him and stuff. So we had these for about half a year now, so we just milk them every day, and it's just for us, for our self-consumption here. But it's you gotta still take care of them, take water. And I always tell my dad, why don't we just get rid of the pastures and plant more trees and stuff? But he's like, well, whenever you eat that homemade summer sausage, then you'll see that's why we keep the cows and the animals. So there's back and forth to it. Like I said earlier, we don't have too many, so it's not that big of a headache. But overall, we still got to give them time, and we still got to put our inputs on the animals so they can feel 100%. And whenever it's time for them to be healthy and take to market, then the whole farm enjoys it. This is the problem of living in Missouri in the winter. It doesn't get super cold, and it stays pretty mild all winter long. We get, we got like a lot of cold nights as well, but all this mud and stuff, we got a lot of traffic coming through here. And in the summer, we have stuff growing here to keep the soil from eroding. But we have so much traffic feeding the animals, feeding the cows and stuff. This time of year, it's just becomes a big mud pit. And tonight we're supposed to freeze, and tomorrow we're supposed to get warm again up in the 40s. So all this freezing and thawing, it's really hard on the soil, especially around the driveway. So that's why we have more rock there, and we go back and forth. But the problem is around the shop area with the rock is that, for example, right here, this used to be all rock, and then it gets covered up by mud, and then we have to bring some more. So it's just a constant battle of trying to keep the mud and stuff out of the orchard, the warehouse place. And now with the new food safety laws and stuff, you know, every time we go in the warehouse, we got to make sure we have no mud on our shoes, because you transport diseases and bacterias and stuff. Not really diseases, more bacteria and funguses and stuff. This time of year, it's always a constant battle, but we're pretty fortunate that we don't have anything producing this time of year, and we're not actually harvesting anything, so we could be a little more lenient about that. But it's just problems of farming in Missouri. So here are some of the other cows we have, and that one's the oldest cow we have. We call her Big Mama, and she's getting ready to calve as well. But you know, I have a lot of controversy back and forth with my dad about unrolling hay or putting it in the hay ring. You know, from a plant nutrition standpoint, that's what I am, a plant guy. You know, it is more feasible to unroll hay because you're distributing the nutrients throughout the whole field, and then you don't have to fertilize in the spring. But from a hay standpoint, from the farmer standpoint, you know, if you put it in the hay ring, you don't lose as much. So it's always a constant battle, but not really a battle. It's just, I always tell my dad, and he's like, well, we're doing this because we're doing it. So but anyways, you know, it's just the cows are on 13 acres here. There's not too much, but slowly and surely we're going to continue moving the fence over and over and keep on planting more and more stuff. But yeah, this is the rest of the cows here. We have a few little heifers there, and some more down there, but they're just out here enjoying that tall fescue hay. And you know, for us, we buy in all our hay because it's not worth for us investing our money in the equipment. And first of all, we don't have the land to buy to make hay on, and it's cheaper to buy it in than to buy all the equipment to make them for the size of herd we have. I know for other larger farmers, you know, they buy hay, you know, that there goes $50,000 to $100,000 just like that, and different type of equipment. But I took a forages class at Missouri State last semester, and my professor, he's a forage agronomist, and he studied forages in his master's and PhD. So you know, he broke it down to the penny, and he said the farmers that buy in hay for the cows make more money at the end of the year than farmers who bale their own hay. You know, if you calculate time, money, expenses, diesel, all that good stuff, and hiring people to sell the tractors and stuff. But I'm not going to get in all the economic stuff of cattle farming. But like I said, for us, it's just 10 mama cows ain't too bad here, but we just keep them for ourselves and have something to consume all of our produce that we don't get rid of and that goes bad on us, and they absolutely love us. So whenever we come out here with our skid loader, they're always chasing us, and they know, they hear the four-wheeler, they know that if we're out here, we always give them something to eat or doing something. So they absolutely love us, and that's the beauty of whenever you have animals, is that you know, they know whenever we're out here, they got to be gentle around us, and it's just time to feed them. So enough talk on animals. Now it's time to get some serious work done. And like I mentioned in my previous videos, we got to go ahead and finish tying all the strings on the high density apples. But today it's misting, it's nice and cold out here, so I'm gonna see how long I can work out here before I freeze to death. But anyways, I'm gonna jump back on the brownie, get the strings, and go ahead and finish off. I almost have 2 rows done here. Then I'm gonna come through today and finish tying off these galas. And as you can see here, like I mentioned in my previous video, these are it's good to go now. It's nice and growing. Everything is growing nicely, so we got to do the same to all of these other trees here. And slowly and surely, hopefully by the end of the day, I'll have a lot of these tied up, and got to go get more string. All right, so it started pouring down pretty hard. It kind of mild out here, but I parked the brownie under the pavilion for now so it won't get rain on. But once it miles down, the storm's almost through, and I'm gonna go ahead and get back out there and finish it off. At least this first row, start tying the trees. But rain, rain, rain. So I just got done with that row there, and it is nice and cold, but it's getting colder by the minute. I gotta go check on those tomatoes, see how they're doing, turn on the sawdust wood stove, and then I'm gonna go ahead and gotta go in the house and study for some school stuff. But anyways, I showed you guys some of our cattle and what we're doing there. Got some high density stuff done today, so it's slowly getting it done. But this is gonna be pretty much it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, go to smash that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do post a video. I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. You guys have a good day. We will see you next time.